Hello everyone. So this is the summary of the story The Purloined Letter by Edgar Allan Poe. So these are the important points. This is the third of the three detective stories written by Edgar Allan Poe. The first two stories are The Murders in the Rue Morgue and The Mystery of Mary Roget. The story first appeared in the literary annual The Gift for 1845, published in 1844. There are four main characters in the story: the unnamed narrator, C. Auguste Dupin, who is the detective, G. Prefect of the Paris police, and Minister D. villain in the story. C. Auguste Dupin uses logic and reason that he calls as ratiocination to retrieve the stolen letter from Minister D. The story revolves around a letter that was hidden in plain sight by Minister D because he knew that the police was not going to look for something that was easily visible to them. So these are the main characters in the story. Now I am going to tell you the story. When the story opens, we see that the detective C. Auguste Dupin and his friend, who is the unnamed narrator, they meet in a small library room in Paris. Then Monsieur G, the prefect of the Parisian police, reaches there and he needs Dupin's help to solve a case. Prefect tells all the details of the case to both of them. He says that an important letter has been stolen from a lady from the royal apartments by Minister D. Now, Minister D has been blackmailing that lady to serve his own vested interests. The letter was stolen from the lady when she placed it on the table to hide that letter from another person who entered her room when Minister D was also present. Then Minister D took notice of the lady's nervousness and replaced that letter with a false letter. Although the lady saw him doing that, but she was not able to do anything because of the presence of the third person from whom she wanted to hide the content of the letter. So now the lady took the help of police to retrieve the letter from Minister D without even disclosing this investigation to Minister D, who could reveal the content of the letter in public and create problem for the lady. So the entire investigation has been happening secretly. The police has thoroughly searched the apartment where Minister D lives, but they are not able to find anything. The lady has promised a big reward to the police in return of that letter. Then Dupin asks the prefect to search the apartment again. After 1 month, the prefect comes back and meets them and reveals to them that he has not been able to retrieve that letter even after investigating every inch of the apartment. The prefect offers a reward of 50,000 francs to anybody who could get him the letter. After that, Dupin tells the prefect to write the check, and prefect gets very much surprised and shocked to know this, and he signs the check, and Dupin gives him the letter that he has been looking for. Then the prefect leaves the apartment with that letter. After he is gone, Dupin explains the narrator that the prefect is not imaginative, and Dupin knows that Minister D is a mathematician, so he knows all the methods and techniques of investigation done by the police. So Minister D has hidden the letter in the very open and in plain sight because the police is not going to suspect that the letter can be placed so casually. Then Dupin tells the narrator that after thinking from Minister D's point of view, he decided to visit his apartment. He wore green glasses so that Minister D was not able to notice where Dupin was looking in his apartment. Dupin observed the entire apartment very carefully and noticed some visiting cards and a useless torn out letter hung carelessly from a rack in full view. Dupin then left his snuff box in his apartment deliberately so that he could come back again to replace the letter with a false letter. Next day, Dupin came back and replaced the letter when Minister D was busy in looking out of the window to see a disturbance caused by a gunshot. Actually, this disturbance was planned by Dupin himself to distract Minister D's attention so that Dupin could get the chance to replace the letter with the false letter. After that, he left his apartment, but he wrote some lines on the letter that he had left for Minister D. He wrote these lines: if such a grievous plan is not worthy of Atreus, then it is worthy of Thyestes. Dupin wanted to remind Minister D of the previous wrong that Minister D had done to Dupin. And now Dupin took his revenge. And here the story ends.